happy holidays. I am your host, Rick Serra. This is Cocktail Hour with Rick, and it is our special pleasure to drive around Baltimore and let you see the decorated homes and shopping centers, etc. So, how are you all tonight? We've had flurries today. That's not going to be any good. This thing is bouncing too much. So yes, we've had some flurries a couple of times where it was very nice flurries, but nothing stuck on the ground. So Jimmy, Rick, hello there to you. And no, we did not. We went to China Delight, a restaurant. We got some Chinese food and some sushi, and I have a little extra that is going home for me for my lunch tomorrow. Some fried rice, shrimp fried rice to be correct. So here we are. We're just starting up northern. This is near where I live. This is Harford Road at Potty Hill Avenue, and that is St. Ursula's Catholic Church.
I hope we see a drone.
Oh, we're hoping we'll see a drone. Over here is His Methodist Church, where I grew up in my church family. And let's turn this around again and flip that way. Okay, we're heading south. Harford Road goes all the way to Pennsylvania and into Harford County, Maryland. So remember to click that like button. We're glad to have you with us tonight.
There's one of your favorite places.
Here is the world famous Emerald Tavern, where we have been before. We've live streamed rock from there, and Saturday, tomorrow night, I may be there tomorrow. Whiskey Train, one of our better bands that we live stream, is there tonight, tomorrow night rather. And my wife gets in from driving up from Florida. So if she's up to it, we'll go. It's their annual Christmas party. So Harford Road is a major thoroughfare, really. It goes right into the heart of Baltimore. And we're taking this artery, as they call it, into town to then let us be able to take a look at the Inner Harbor, Fells Point. Then we'll drive out to Mount Vernon, Mount Washington. On the way down to there, though, we're going to stop at Hamden for 34th Street's display. You can't drive on the road, but you can park at the bottom and the top. And we may be doing something like that. So here we are at Taylor Avenue, and we're going to be going to a neighborhood where I went to elementary school, actually, and there were homes that always were decorated nicely when I grew up, especially one home. And I'm hoping the family who owns that house is still employing some of the decorations that were made back then. The gentleman was a pretty good carpenter, and he created a lot of excellent copies of like Disney and the Snoopy and Friends and Charlie Brown. He had a sled with Santa in the back and the reindeer moving their legs on top of the roof. That was pretty much the big display piece, to be honest. And that's what I'm hoping for.
Oh,
Oh, what is that?
raccoon.
Raccoon across the road.
I thought it was a cat. Where am I?
Now we do have, take a right at this light. We do have quite a few animals here. Once in a while, you even see a deer pop up over, take a right here. But if you would go and left instead, there's a cemetery over there. It's a pretty large cemetery.
Parkwood.
Parkwood Cemetery, yes. Okay, so here is us driving into the neighborhood and
Cheyenne says, was that a giant rat?
look out for speed humps and, of course, the stop signs. Coming up on the right is where I went to elementary school in the 5th and the 6th grades. Can you slow down just a teeny bit? You can keep going, don't stop. I'm being chauffeured by Kylie, my granddaughter, and her right-hand man, Tom, is with us. All right, so I think not this first street, but I think the second street, we take a right. Before you make a turn, let me take a look.
Okay, well, this street we're coming up on is
One way out, I know. So go kind of slowly, come up to the next one. And let me see if it's called Woodhome.
yes, it
That's where I want to go. All right, here's Woodhome Avenue. And shoot, I don't see all the stuff on the roof, but it's got a pretty good display on the right here. Or when you're left, I'm sorry. All right. I'd say that's a pretty good job. What do you think?
is. Pretty.
Very nice. Let me see what are the chatter. What do you think, guys? Hi, Krabby, Spin Dallas. Now, how did you all like It's Time for Rickmas? Did you see the video? You didn't? Well, maybe you can check it out later. It's only 3 minutes. Music and lyrics by Spin Dallas. Video editing by myself. Great collab. The branches on that tree are like, get these off of me. I keep sliding down the street. Isn't there another house? Oh, somebody up on the right there, on their porch at least. It's not bad. And then here's some lights on this one. That's nice. Okay, let me come over. Move up a little further. A little further. Okay, got it. Very good. A little small front yard, unfortunately. Now, over here, I think this, not this one, but the next yard. No, I think that might have been it. Was the people I'm talking about. But they're not. Hey, thank you, Megadeth Gigantor. Thank you very much.
What the hell is that?
I don't know.
A goat, I think, with a hat.
A goat with a hat. Is it paranormal? A ghost man? I don't know. No, this was the house. Right there.
Sure.
Yep, that was the house. Oh well. Times move along. Let's see what we have here. I think we'll then move on to going downtown. Little increments here and there. Well, that's nice. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. I am going over to the right.
Gingerbread man with a microphone.
Can you put your window down?
Microphone that's like down.
On the right back window. That's okay. Yes. I know you people are screaming ooh and ah from your homes, and you're not out here being chilly. All right, we'll oh, that's nice. Potato Korthoff, welcome. So, Darlene is not with me. Darlene was told over a week ago by someone supposedly with the roofing company that they were going to do the roof last week. Well, in fact, they never came. And again, as of today, no one was there. So the roof probably will not be touched till maybe even the next year. Who knows? Merry Christmas to you. Okay, there's this church, St. Luke's Lutheran Church, where I was a Cub Scout and a Boy Scout, and I was a wee blow in between. Yes, I was a wee blow, yeah. Over here, there's a store called Shockers. They make their own glass blown pipes, bongs and everything. Oh, even the liquor store decorated, isn't that nice? So here we are, we're heading down to the, that's the Thai restaurant right there. Chak Thai Chai restaurant. Some seafood. There's an Enterprise rent-a-car, Tom. This location here, is that a fairly good location business volume wise? Or okay?
I don't know.
Okay.
That's
Not in your
correct. That's
not in your group?
Yep.
Tom is in a group, and if necessary, because he's a young manager, he goes to a couple different stores when necessary or needed. Doing really well with Enterprise. We're proud of you, Tom.
Thank you.
Because it's a pain in the ass. He's out the door at 7:10 every day. Of course, I get to hear him come down the steps, but that's okay because I know I can roll over and go to sleep. And he has to go to work. Oh, over here was that bar I used to go to. The dive bar, the Holiday House. Yeah, the Holiday House got sold. Now it's whatever it said. I put a flash of it on the screen. Haven't been there. Wonder what it's like in there. Oh, here's a nice Family Dollar store over on the left. I'm told that's one of the nice ones in the area. Here's a horrible place. The Shamrock Inn. I don't know who still goes there. When it's the cooling season, it's really nice and mold smelly. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, they don't know what that means, mold, apparently. So, hi, Pamela and Michaela. Hello.
So is there a specific way I'm supposed to be going?
Just keep going. You're doing great. I'm thinking I'm going to have you go over, take a left on Eckerdale. So Darlene is actually in North Carolina, or no, she's in South Carolina. That's right, up northern part of the state.
Oh, you said northern.
And she's going to be driving back tomorrow. Probably will get in here late afternoon. Hope the traffic isn't real bad. But she was there for 2 weeks, and we got a settlement check from the insurance company. It was good enough money compared to what they could have given us. We were told nothing. A lot of people were being given. But the check was written out in my mother's name and the name of the adjuster group. So we had to get the check. I had to sign it. My brother had to sign it because it's going to go into where all of our money went when my mother passed. All her money, her hundreds of thousands of dollars she actually had. Steve and I split. Well, we were able to add money to that account and then get it split in half, and it went to Steve, my brother, and the other to myself. Well, I'm doing that with this check, and Darlene had to drive all the way across from Tampa to Orlando to get it signed on Thursday, and then drove back across to St. Petersburg to get it handed to Morgan Stanley on the 11th floor so it could be deposited. So, hallelujah, that was great that she did that. Now we'll have the money ready when the roof ever gets done to pay the bill. So, Darlene, no, when she gets up, she's going to be probably going into hectic mode, shopping for stuff, food included, and cooking and baking and...
Darlene says stop telling everyone our business.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. We'll won't say more, but I didn't give you the routing number and the account number, right?
To go left here.
Left here. My sister June used to live over here in this building complex. It used to be a school and a church, and it became a senior housing. And although she fussed about it, I think it was a pretty good place. All right, this is going to be a little bit of decorations, and then when we get down to the first light, take a right. That'll be Walther Avenue. And on Walther Avenue, there's always a nice amount of lights to show off.
Just looking for like a home run house. Like that Halloween house that was in Watertown.
Oh,
All the animatronics that ever released in one year.
all right, you're coming up to your intersection.
And we're gonna go right.
Yep. So isn't this riveting? I know you guys are glued to your seat just watching the footage of driving down the road. I mean, this is really groundbreaking. Nobody does this. Drives around and has a camera and just talks to you. Nobody does that. It's totally new
You better
on the internet. I'm just making jokes. Having funny. Nobody figured that one out, right? Kylie?
right.
Yeah. Kind of trying to make sure I don't get a lawsuit.
Not much anything.
And I know I'm getting a little disappointed here. It used to be renowned for the lights. The only lights we have are street lights and occasionally a police light. Oh, here on the right. Here we go. On the left, I meant. Yeah. I can't even tell you what direction I mean. It's so we have 52 people in the room. Don't forget to click the like button. Hello, Daniel Evans. Joy Holiday. It's time for us to drive around and say, this is not so great. It's so boring. Beverly Hills is, this area was named Beverly Hills. I don't know why. But it's not the same as the song. They're talking about the real one. Oh, there's some pretty lights. So, former mayor O'Malley used to own a house here. Oh, it's let you go straight. Wow. Finally. So now we're about to enter onto Harford Road. We're down at the southern end, intersecting Walther Avenue. This is known as Lauraville. You would look over that name. You'd find the homes here are very large, and a lot of them were built either at the end of the 19th century or the very beginning of the 20th century, like 1920, 1915. So it's pretty good old housing stock here. A lot of brick and stone construction, but wood frame pretty much. So this is cool. They just opened this up again. It had been closed for years because, and we're about to see this now, the road, the bridge over, the Harford Road Bridge going over Herring Run, which is under us right now, which is an urban stream. This took years for them to rebuild. So here we are. We just drove over Herring Run on Harford Road. Isn't that thrilling? Now, up to the right is, here's a popo. Oh, here's the popo. Oh, which way do you want to go? Oh, we let you go first. There he goes. Yay! Yeah, I think it's a sad story around here. Ha ha! Somebody said something about Herring Run. That was a fish joke. A red herring would that be bad? Red snapper, that'd be good. So we're following the popo in the Kylie mobile. He's late for the donut break, yes. Where was that? I would have stopped and gotten some donuts. That could have been a nice dessert, don't you think, guys?
Let's go to Woodley Bakery.
Woodley, yes.
We got there quick.
He got there quick. There he is. So that's Lake Montebello. down that way. And if you keep going across that road, 33rd Street, you end up at the Memorial Stadium grounds that are now used for multiple purposes, including a YMCA, senior housing, and even a nursing care center. People say that this is the best chicken in town. All right, so now we're getting ready to go into what some people may call the hood. I don't know if you would call it the hood, but that's just neighborhood, right? I'm your neighbor. Hi, neighbor. Oh, no.
There's some boarded up right there.
No shade.
Rats running around at the house with lights.
No, nice Christmas lights. What is that lit up over there? Oh, it's a car fire. One of the
A beautiful.
Maryland Transit Authority buses providing vital transportation services to those who do not own their own motor vehicle, which is certainly an option in life. And if you are an urban dweller, you're more likely to be able to do that without having your own means of conveyance, right? You're going in here to play bingo, I think.
Tweakers are out.
Sudden right turn. Turn signals are nice. All right. All right, you want to take a left at this traffic light?
Okay.
Thank you.
I can't.
You can't do a left here anymore? No, I guess you can. I'm sorry. I didn't know that had happened. Okay, recalculating. Take a left at the
I can go left.
gas station. Yes, after this gas station. A Marathon, which is a chain you see down south. All right, now I'm kind of hopeful that we're going to be able to get on Broadway. They say lights are bright on Broadway.
This is Broadway.
Okay, just go straight on Broadway across the road. You may want to move over one lane.
What's this building here, Rick? It's nice.
Oh, that right there is the old Gomper School, which I have done multiple videos on. It is very haunted,
That's pretty cool.
very haunted. So the Gompers School, I think there's parts 1, 2, and 3, folks, on under the playlist Another Odd Place. I haven't been doing any active investigation. I'm so sorry, but with family life and my personal difficulties, sad. I'm 65. I feel old sometimes, very old. I want to feel young again. So this is Broadway, and this will take us all the way into Fells Point. On the left, you'll see there's a fairly tall structure. It's either parking or the buildings attached to Johns Hopkins Hospital.
You might see some leaners.
I like this street with these lights. That was very nice. It really was. Not quite 34th Street, but so the middle of this Broadway, see the trees, and I know it's coming. But this used to be where people would meet on the days that they were off or at night, hang out, socialize. We have a lot of broadways through Baltimore with lots of trees, and we're going to go through another one of those kind of broadways. We're going to go through Mount Washington, and it was to provide a place where people could socialize and meet and mix. So it was definitely had a positive intention.
What is in the blue box?
That's a security. That's all Johns Hopkins, like I said. Here's the Kennedy Krieger Institute right here, this building, part of the Johns Hopkins operations, basically a sister. I actually worked for Hopkins for 3 whole months as a safety officer. And at the time, I was in a conflict of interest kind of thing without even trying to. But somebody who was a high-ranking researcher didn't like pipsqueak safety guy telling her, and I did it in the most polite manner, that her lab's staff were very unsafe and reckless, and that I would be suggesting safety training when I went back to my superiors. Well, instead, she told my superior, fire that MFer for having the gall to even suggest such a thing. Man, I had just been set up, finishing up probation. I had been set up as, you probably don't think of it as much big deal now, but back then, I would have been the asbestos guru for Johns Hopkins. I had all the credentials, training, at the time, certifications, especially related to the asbestos in school rule. It's a lot of blah, 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 but it isn't good. So, but it's the way it is, I got in trouble because I guess I should have just been a lot more quiet and not reported anything to this lady. It was a female PhD. But for F's sake, the 1 week there had been an incident that I responded to, an incident that happened and someone else went to, and then one that someone else went to over the weekend. And it was all in a period of a week. All 3 of them were very serious things. But whatever, safety is secondary to the PhD being able to think that they are so great. All right, so here we are as we go further into Broadway, getting closer and closer to the harbor. And at the very end of this road, and you go straight into the harbor, you find the front of the building that was used during a police drama filmed here in Baltimore. Anybody know what the show was called? Started with the letter H. Homicide, life on the streets, yes. That is exactly right. Correct. Good job. Bring back asbestos. Yes. Well, you know that there is plenty of bring back asbestos merchandise at ricksarahstore.com. If you're looking for gift ideas, go to the merchandise link under ricksarahstore.com or just come by and take a look around. You can see links to all my other social media platforms. You can send me an email if you don't even know what the email address is, which is rick.adr@aol.com. You could say, hey, happy holiday, Merry Christmas, Rick. I would love that. Tell me if you enjoyed tonight. Drop us a line anytime. We almost had a telephone line. We were going to use an extra cell phone line to allow you all to be able to call us, but then we thought twice of it. So here we are at the Broadway market. Yes, that's pretty down here. And yeah, keep going straight. We go all the way down to Thames and then take a right. That's the last, it's the cobblestone, right? And then we'll ride that down a few blocks. We'll go out through the new harbor area on the bottom of Route 83, basically. It's fairly new, but I know there's a lot of beautiful shops you can drive right through, and there's a lot of lights in there. So we had a place here that I used to love going to since I was in my maybe 18, 19-year-old a restaurant on the right. Why can't I think of its name? Oh, shit. Not the Cat's Eye. No, that's another one that's still around.
Let's take Rick into Rockwell.
Yeah, there's the
Rick, you'll like Rockwell.
Uranus. I smell stinky weed. Your mother says that. Everywhere she goes, she smells Mary weed, marijuana, and she can't stand it.
She smells stinky weed.
Do you smell pot or not? Do you? Not? I mean, I'm not saying I could take a puff, man. Puff, 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 please. I think that guy had a joint on him. And he didn't even offer it to old Rick. I'm actually no drinking and no puffing during this broadcast. How do you like that, guys? No, I don't want anything.
We could stop by the Rockwell.
Oh, well,
Take a shot.
take a shot, right? So it's a family entertainment, and I told one person in particular that our show would be safe because there's no drinking and drugging tonight.